Yes, this everybody have the picture. It doesn't surprise me anymore. The picture, everybody have the picture, and everybody have the picture. The point is that who asked me to make these pictures? That's the question. Yeah, it's not like the picture is all over everywhere. The question is who asked me to make those pictures?
Charles has been arguing with Sister Davina for a while, but he wasn't done yet. This is part 2 of his call with Sister Davina, Agent Don Anthony, and Phil, where he gets all of his frustration about the past few years out in the open.
Charles, we talked about this.
Really know what you think.
Charles, it's Phil.
No, you don't tell me about that tree because you told me now you were disappointed about me. So I want to know the evidence. If the evidence they have, me trying to destroy the church.
But here's
don't tell me that, please.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
I don't want to hear anything from you. You just said you are really disappointed in me because I'm trying to inform you.
Well,
you are trying to calm the church. Tell me.
Charles, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Agent Anthony showed me the emails between you and Juju. You agreed with Juju that you would come to Benin Republic and you would have sex with him if he would split, and then you guys were going to split the money and the parcel from the church. That sounds like fraud to me.
I didn't agree with anybody. I didn't agree with anybody.
I saw the email, Charles. I saw the email.
Oh, wait. You hold on. You saw the email when I didn't write the email. When I told you my email was up, you telling me you saw the email. Did I write anything to you? You might saw the email, but I didn't write any email to anybody. Like I want to choose community. No, you're telling me. Do you think this driver? Do you know what this driver is capable of? Do you think I wrote every email to this driver telling him I'm going to spend the money? I didn't agree with anybody. Since my email was up, and this man damaged all of this. This man did all of this. I didn't write anything with telling you I was going to see this money. Did I write you on the email telling me I'm going to see money? No.
Charles, your line is breaking. You need to move out. You need to move out. Your line is breaking.
So don't tell me, if you saw the email, I didn't send any fucking email to any institution telling me I'm going to split money to her. No. Do you know how many times my email have been asked telling me this email didn't come from me? Whatever I saw.
Charles, your line is breaking. Your line is breaking bad.
I'm seriously angry right now. I'm seriously upset. I'm seriously upset right now because this call I've been receiving
Charles,
now,
I'm upset too because
from you.
Charles, I'm upset too because I've been in your corner this entire time trying to help you, and now I'm learning that they have email conversations with you and this brother Jerry character coming up with a scheme to defraud a church.
Hold on a second. I want to put you on one spot. Since the very first day you contacted me, and the very first day he wrote me on the email. The company gave him. The first day he wrote me on the email, and he wrote me on the email. I wrote him back. After everything, the damage have been done. I didn't write you anything. I didn't write it. No message came from me. Where do I write you for what?
So all the emails.
You for what?
So all the emails.
Didn't come from me. After I got back from Nigeria, after I came back to Nigeria, when I came back to Nigeria, I had no business to issue. He was the one texting me that I should send a nude picture of me that he's gonna bring my money to Benin. He's the one texting me. I saw the text. I didn't reply anything. Some I would just say you bastard, you idiot. That's all the text I wrote. I didn't write you that complying to me. I'm going to share money. Blah blah blah. He wrote me several times, telling me your little boy from the village, you think you're smart, I've been eating a lot. He's the one writing, but I didn't reply to him. Or what the little reply you gave him was, you bastard, you idiot, you stole my money. That's all I didn't comply with him with anything I'm going to share, split any money. So why didn't we make him, no email of that thing came from me. If you get any email from that, he came from me. This is not my email has been asked several times. So you know all of this. My email has been asked several times. Ever since Juju came into the picture, my email has been asked several times.
Okay, so what about the emails early on with you and Jerry having conversations about defrauding the church, where Jerry talks about all you have to do is build some bullshit monument and reenact some bullshit biblical schemes and they'll pay you money?
Okay, yeah. Hold on a second. Thank you for letting me know this. Yeah, Jerry contacted me.
Yes.
Yeah, Jerry contacted me. Yes, I replied to Jerry. Okay. And Jerry told me, listen carefully. Jerry told me, this cardinal likes me so much. Listen carefully, go. I'm putting you on the spot.
You're focused
Jerry
on
told
the
me this cardinal
cardinal
likes me so
and the
much.
talking about the very, very beginning when Brother Jerry reached out to you and you guys cooked up a scheme to defraud the church. Because I've seen these emails, Charles. My lawyer's involved in all of this now, trying to get your money that you rightfully have coming from me released, which is why I'm privy to these emails now. I'm spending a lot of money on a lawyer trying to get this figured out, and I'm looking at emails. My lawyer is showing me emails between you and Brother Jerry talking about, and I'm talking about at the very, very beginning of your association with the church, before you stuck the banana in, before the cardinal, and before Juju, where you and Jerry cooked up this cockamamie scheme to steal money from, and I quote, these old fools in the UK. How do you explain?
Well, Steve.
How do you explain that, Charles?
Well, I didn't ask the church for money. For your information, listen, I didn't ask the church for money. I didn't ask anybody for money. Jerry reached out to me. As I told you earlier, Jerry reached out to me. And the cardinal likes me. If I should satisfy the cardinal with
Charles, you keep fast-forwarding to the cardinal liking you and ignoring everything that happened in the beginning. I'm focused right now on the beginning, where you and Jerry came up with a scheme to become
in the beginning, Jerry reached out to me.
Yes.
In the beginning, Jerry reached out to me.
Mr. Belhaven,
Yeah,
it is
Jerry
not
reached out to me.
true.
Yeah,
It is
explain,
not true, Mr. Belhaven.
No, I want you.
He did not reach out to this little
Explain to me
boy.
if you have this.
It was a sister from the Netherlands who introduced him to us.
Okay.
See. If you have the conversation, really start. Because I don't know what you're saying in the beginning. In the beginning, if you have the conversation there, you really start in the beginning. You said I connect with you. If you just really start to me, let me hear.
There's a photo of you. There's a photo of you holding up a sign saying something to the effect of you're going to be a reverend. There's some of your friends that are that you called apostles. There's pictures of them holding up the signs saying, and then there's email conversation between you and Jerry saying you have to build this monument. You were complaining about building the monument, and Jerry explained to you that once you build the monument, that they'll make you a reverend, and then you're going to get all this money, and you just disappear. And you agreed to all this. It's all in the emails.
See. Yeah, this Sister Davina. You are a pretender, you Sister Davina. Okay, see, let me explain that point. You shared it all. Thank you for telling it all. Now I remember what you're saying. This church, she is a secretary. She knows this. I want to put it straight to you. She knows this. She was the one who said, let me find some disciples. I should build a monument. He said the elders have agreed for me to build a monument. I should find some disciples and go to the river and baptize them. Hold on a second. See, now I want to put it straight to you. She knew she was aware of all of this. She was the secretary in the church. She was the one who told me the elders have agreed I should build a monument. So I was thinking, if I didn't build a monument, I can't get into the church. That was the rules. That was their rules. So just Sister Davina here was the one who reached out to me that I should build a monument. And after that, I took some disciples to the church. And he gave me the sign of the church that I should take some, I should hold the paper with the sign of the church and send a picture to her. She's here.
Yes.
She knows all of this.
Sister Davina thought you were working on becoming a legitimate reverend and starting to be a legitimate and setting up a legitimate parish. All the while, you and Jerry were in the background defrauding the church. I believe Jerry went to prison.
Yes, that's true.
Hold on a second. Yeah,
Jerry went to prison for all of this, and he actually died in prison after he was being by other men there.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I was doing it legitimately. I didn't do it for any reason. Yes, he asked me to do all the video. I was doing it legitimately. I did everything legitimately. Everything was legitimate. When I went back, when I went to Benin, that was when this issue of Juju came out. Everything fall out. I did everything legitimate. So don't ask me. I didn't do everything. So what he was saying, I was conniving with Jerry when I was asking him to do. No, I did everything legitimately. I sent him every pictures of everything. I sent those pictures. Everything was legitimate. And after I did that, they asked me to come over to Benin Republic and pick this stuff. I did everything legitimate. I didn't do anything for any reason. So everything was there.
Charles, from
so
what
told me I was connecting with Jerry on the background.
From all the paperwork my lawyer has, and from what we can see, Sister Davina, and there were two reverends. There were two reverend fathers that thought everything was legitimate, and you were doing your best to make it look like everything was legitimate. But from what I can see, you and this is just in the emails because everything was on the church server. You and Jerry thought he was smarter than he was, from what I can tell. Jerry thought he was able to manipulate the server and keep all of his conversations off the server. But that's why he ended up going to prison, is because I guess Sister Davina is pretty good with computers, and she had some dual redundancy with regard to some security protocols on the server. So Jerry thought that all of his conversations were masked, but they weren't, and they were able to see everything, which is why he ended up in prison. Of course, they didn't realize this until some time when all of these Nigerian parishes kept getting the money and their parcels and disappearing. So from what I can see, the evidence that I see and the evidence that the lawyer has shown me, it shows everything that your intention was to defraud this church. And I think that's the argument that they're going to make in court. That's the argument that's being made in court, and my lawyer is saying, well, I don't know how to overcome this because that's where the evidence leads me.
That was the evidence. That was the evidence. That was the charges. That was what the church is implementing. That was the implementation the church is having right now. It's not like I tried to defraud the church. I didn't negotiate any money with Jerry that I was going to share, blah, 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 blah. He said they are going to sponsor me. And before Jerry told me they're going to sponsor me, Sister Davina was the one who really said that they are going to sponsor me. I did everything legitimately. I wanted to become the reverend. I didn't no, I'm not going to be a reverend. I did everything. I spent a lot of money doing this. I went to this. I went to that. I picked some disciples. I went, and then after everything, it's not like I did everything legitimately. I didn't ask the church for money. Did I ask the church for money? No.
Charles, it says right on your application that you want a monthly salary. You asked them for money. You asked them for a parcel. There was a whole list of things that you and Jerry cooked up that was going to be high dollar ticket items that you could sell in Nigeria and disappear.
That was a lie. That was a lie. The church simply asked me. They are going to sponsor me if I did everything. That I should sign up on an Amazon. They are going to send me some applications, some accessories, phones, and laptops. I see she's here. She's a secretary. You know everything. They just asked me to sign in on Amazon. That's where they sent us. They told me they're going to sponsor me with $10,000 or so. I did $20,000, and they're going to send me accessories. She's here. Ask her. She's the one. Ask her here. She's a secretary. She's aware of this. I didn't ask anybody for money. They just told me they're going to sponsor me. Now, in fact, let me sign on Amazon. She's here. Ask her.
Sister Davina, is that true?
She has moved away.
Yeah, she may have. Yeah, she may have moved away.
Ask Bishop to sign up on Amazon or not. If it was not the one who asked, ask them. Ask them if I didn't sign up on Amazon. If the church
but see here, Charles.
How did they send this item to
Charles,
ask them.
From what I can see, that part of it was legitimate. The illegitimate part was you and Jerry cooking up a scheme to defraud the church and take that money and take that parcel, split it, and disappear.
No. Jerry don't have hold of any accessories. So why would Jerry be telling me? Did I owe any accessories? No, I didn't owe any. I have no access to the accessories and everything. So why would Jerry told me I should run away with the accessories? Because I don't have the accessories with me.
Well, here's the other thing I don't understand. When I get sent a parcel, right, and I get sent a lot of parcels. When I get sent a parcel, they send them to me either in New York, or if I'm traveling, then they send them to me at my location. I just find I'm sitting here looking at this now, and I find it very odd that you went to meet with Juju, someone who's obviously And you went to meet with him in the Benin Republic to pick up the parcel. You went to meet him in the Benin Republic where legal instead of having him deliver it to Nigeria where illegal.
I've explained this thing several times. This is not the first time. This is not the second. This is not I've been explaining for 2 years. Hold on a second.
Your explanation doesn't hold water. It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't like too much stuff. If the church has any point to prove, let them take me to anywhere, to court or anything. I'm not scared of anything. So, I'm not here to explain anymore. I think I'm tired of explaining. If you don't believe my own side of the story, let the church and anyone take me to court. I'm not scared of anything. So if they want to take me to court, let them take me to court. So I'm not scared of anything. Let's end this once and for all.
Well, here's the thing, Charles. Like I said,
let me tell you something.
My lawyer's still working on your compensation. Hold on a second, Charles. Hold on a second.
Wait, let me tell you something.
Hold on a second.
I shouldn't be in Benin. I would have not been in Benin. I would have not been in Benin Republic if the church didn't ask me to come over. That's because the company they are using doesn't have a branch in Lagos and in Abuja. I should have not been in Benin in the first place.
That doesn't make sense to me.
We didn't ask you to come to Benin Republic. We sent the parcel to you.
See where you got it?
That doesn't make sense to me.
No, look.
Because
this
companies...
This is where you're lying. Hold on a second. The company you are using clearly wrote to me. The company you use to send a package clearly wrote to me that they don't have a branch in Abuja. They don't have a branch in Lagos.
They did have a branch there, but they had problems. And you know this.
Yeah, they told me that it's not working. It's not working. They told me the branch is not working anymore for now. So I should come over to Benin Republic. I would get myself over to Benin Republic. You were lying, you Sister Davina. You are lying. You know everything about it.
How am I lying? When I'm sending a package to you, you can clearly see that the address on the package is your address, the one that you gave me.
You told me you didn't ask me to come over to Benin. Like you didn't know anything about that. See what you're saying?
Well, you were all too eager to go to Benin. Was it because you had a there?
You are... See. You are a presenter. I know this for long, but I think I heard it from you now telling me you don't know anything about me coming to Benin Republic. Please, you are very, very... You are nothing. You are a snake.
You came to Benin Republic to pick up your package, and you were all too eager to send your naked pictures to this driver in the promise of sex.
Yeah, see where you got
is it because it is legal in Benin to be, and it's illegal in Nigeria?
See where you got it wrong. How did it ever got stuck? When did ever ask me? He was supposed to come the day to give me the package. He gave me some foolish excuse that he's not going to come. He has me issues with the car, the vehicle.
Someone who is not a will never send his nude pictures to another man.
Well. I told you, as everybody knew, I was blackmailed. Simply, that was all of it. He tricked me. The driver tricked me.
Even when you're blackmailed, you don't send your nude pictures to another man if you're not.
That seems like this has never happened before.
Charles.
Don't pretend like this has never happened before. Like, people don't take people to send people pictures of nude pictures. Don't look like this is the first time you are hearing this. Don't look like this is the first time you are hearing this in this entire world. That people don't take people to send people nude pictures. The people who send people nude pictures are telling you, you really don't sound right this moment. You really don't. You think you're just telling me like you are hearing this for the first time. Like people don't train people to send people nude pictures. You don't sound right from what I'm hearing from you. You don't look okay.
Well, Charles,
little boy, you are just trying to weasel your way out of a situation that you've clearly got stuck up in, because you have been deceiving us from the start until now, and you've been lying and deceiving everybody around you, and now you're trying to lie your way out of it to make yourself look good.
See, I have said my points. I have said what I want to say. I have said whatever I have proven my evidence. I have said everything I want to say. I have nothing more to say.
Well, Charles, my lawyer's still
No, I can imagine, because when you're lying, at some point you don't know what to say anymore because you're stuck in your own lies.
You know, if you think that I could keep on saying anything I want to say, but if you think you have anything to say anymore, keep saying it. Let me let's say whatever we know. Because I won't stop saying whatever I know. But if you think you know more than me, I will keep on saying what I know. That's what I know. I will keep on saying what I know.
Yeah, you know how to lie very well. You know more than me. And you know how to be
If you know anymore, if you think you know anything more than me on this issue, on this case, keep on saying it. I will still let you know I know more than you on this case.
Well,
And
I
you know,
know
you
that a
think this, you are hearing this
heterosexual
for the
man
first time. If
will
you
never
think
have another man's in his mouth.
this is not the first time. It's like this has happened several times in this world. I've heard it. I've saw it. It is all over anywhere. People tell people to tell people nude. Not like this have never happened before. So what you're saying doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Little boy, let me ask you this. Have you ever seen any man who is not with a in his mouth?
Well, I've seen. If you have information, I've seen. If that's what you want to
You
say,
have
I've
seen
it.
heterosexual men with in their mouth?
Yes, I've seen it.
No.
You asked me a question.
This doesn't
I answered
happen.
you. Because you have not seen it. That's why it doesn't. You have not seen it. You don't move globally. You really don't know what happened.
And I would have to agree. You know what line of work my agency's in, and I've got to tell you, I have yet to see, at least in among our models and so forth, not one straight man has ever put a his mouth or produce in his. Not one.
See, that's what I mean. Thank you, Mr. Belhaven.
Charles, my lawyer is still working on getting you your compensation, but he's telling me it's going to be very, very tough considering the evidence that's come to light here.
Whatever they want to conclude, let them conclude, because me, I'm tired of this issue for this case for years. I'm tired. This person is not going to come let me know, because I'm tired of getting on this case. I'm tired of getting on this case for years. This is going 3 years now. I'm getting on this case. Bronco Squad have called me. Everyone have been calling me on this case. I've been waiting for this 3 years. So if everything want to happen, let it happen now, because I'm tired of this case.
Well, that's one of that exactly. I know Agent Anthony got pulled away, but he is recording this conversation, so your testimony and so forth will be is going to be available to him. Sister Davina, just so you're aware, because it is going to come out with the lawyers and the lawsuits and so forth that are happening right now. Fortunately, confidentiality does not survive death. And I'm sad to report this to you, but your Cardinal Euphrosy was a longtime customer of our agency.
We know that he was
yes,
but that doesn't mean that he had men.
No.
And
we have evidence of Charles with a banana in his.
This is true.
Yes, everybody have the picture. It doesn't surprise me anymore. The picture, everybody have the picture, and everybody have the picture. The point is that, who asked me to make this picture? That's the question. Yeah, it's not like the picture is all over everywhere. The question is, who asked me to make those pictures? That's the question. Yeah.
No, the most important thing is
you are talking about
who made the picture. You are the one who decided to
Yes,
make the picture to defraud the church to get money from our cardinal. That is the most important thing here.
Charles.
Sorry about this. I want to say something. Sorry about what I want to say. I want to put it to my straight on the point. Sorry about what I want to say. I want to say something concerning regarding what your agency. I want to put your information straight. He has asked me to make several pictures of me with something doing. But I did it because he asked me to make these pictures, because people like people like the fantasy of me. So when he asked me to make these pictures, it's not like he asked me to make this picture. Why did he ask me to make this picture? People requested about this picture. And this picture can pay me for some money. And I really thought of it. And I sent in the picture. So when you're telling me that I made this picture, if the cardinal has not asked me to make this picture, I wanted to make this picture. I've never done that in my life before. See, here I can confirm me. He has asked me to make several pictures of me.
Well, yes, you were a model for our agency, but unfortunately you didn't make the pictures because you couldn't find the hotel that we were shooting at.
No, you know I'm telling you this thing. Because this person here, this Sister Davina here, is telling me
but again,
of me with a banana and then banana.
Well, yes.
I want to make it straight to her that he can have the pictures of me with the banana on my mouth, blah, blah, blah. But what I'm telling her is that.
And you were going to make pictures for us with and you were going to make pictures for us and our clients, and you were going to be paid for them with a corn cob.
That's amazing. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to support me, please click the subscribe button. You can also support me by buying me a coffee using the QR code you see on the screen or through the link in the description of this video. For exclusive perks, you can become a member of my channel by clicking on the join button. If you want to read everything about the adventures with the scammers, go to scambaitingforum.com, sign up, It's free. I hope to see you there.